So, happy afternoon to everyone who are viewing my video. Today, we are going to discuss the role of government in COVID-19 outbreak, not only in India but in other parts of the world. So, I shall start it with a PPT made by me, and also I'll show it to you and narrate it myself. Okay, let me show you the PPT. Here it is. So, first of all, we will discuss role of government in COVID-19 outbreak in India. My name is Parth Bhati, class 10th A, Goenka Public School, and this is, we all know the COVID-19 virus, and we are going to discuss the role of government here. Okay, so let's start. Role of government in COVID-19 outbreak in India. I would like to share with you my views on the role of government during the coronavirus disease, COVID-19 pandemic. It is hard to generalize about anyone's country's response, although many have followed similar patterns of lockdown with different levels of enforcement. One thing is universal, however, and that is when such a crisis happens, people turn to government and and they often have high expectations. That means during the crisis, people expect more from the government, and what we and other people usually do, and we all see this in our real life. So let me share you the next slide of our PPT on and my presentation. So the second part is also that we have the common title role of government in COVID-19 outbreak. And now we will discuss about it. Technology has been a game changer in many ways, but it also creates new challenges for government in such a crisis. Getting your messages across is harder when everyone sees that other countries are doing differently, and this can build pressure and criticism of a government that is not pursuing the same strategy. Government must be prepared to think outside the box, and rescue packages must be put in place. Regulations that are prudent in normal circumstances must be appropriately relaxed to help the national effort. The army as well as civil society should be relied on to help with distribution and supporting public services. And many charities will struggle during this time and need their own level of support to help them stay afloat and provide vital support where governments cannot. So in this slide, basically, what this is explaining is that the technology always changes the whole game. That means if any country has recovered out, or maybe they have used a better strategy than the country we are living in, then this technology build up pressure on the government. Like if one of us see a post on any social media that this country has done like this and this strategy was used by them, and this will give a criticism to the government of their own country. So the technology has always been a game changer, and in this situation also regarding the government, we have concluded that technology this time also have changed the game. So let's move on to the next slide. Next slide. Again, the same. The pandemic must be a wake-up call to all those who think unilateral action is the answer. We must not let this crisis and economic fallout from it usher in a world of more protectionist in a world inward looking policy. As a long argued, a multipolar world is better than a unipolar world. The existence of the of new world powers can be a source of strength for all nations. We have spent the past few years concerned about changing power dynamics as the tectonic plate shifted away from west and towards Asia, most notably China. While the questions will rightly be asked about how virus started and how China, like other countries, approached the start of pandemic, we must also look towards the positive cooperation we have seen. For example, countries like China and South Korea are doing much to ease West storage of protective equipment. We all have seen in the news. So, in this slide, this is explaining that how the administration of the world is working in this pandemic. They are telling that China and South Korea are doing much to provide equipments for safety and safety measures where there is a shortage of them in the west side of the world. Now, if we see, um, often in the news channel and in media shows that China gives not a good quality of product, but we are discussing it normally, so we don't need to look in so deeply into it. Okay, and this is all I want to explain in this slide. Okay, next, move on to next. Again, the same title is there. We must do more to share personal equipment and research and development, particularly in the global search for a vaccine. Countries that have learned from the experience of fighting the SARS virus have important lessons to share with the world. When the crisis is over, governments must take a look at their approach to international affairs. Over the past few years, we have seen the major powers of the world growing further and further apart. Cooperation between permanent members of UN Security Council has been struggling for years, and in our hyper-connected, globalized world, where we can have seen diseases spread so quickly, the necessity for government to be on the same page is greater than ever. We all need to work hard to build linkages and interdependencies. Why? Because they play a key role in allowing this sort of cooperation and mutual aid to take place. Actually, in this paragraph, the whole story is telling that there is a global fight or a global competition for search of vaccine. Instead of it, what we are doing or what is expected to be done is that countries should learn from the experience of fighting this SARS virus from other countries who have already recovered from it. So this is what it was explained in this paragraph, and this shows the support between the countries globally. Uh, Also, the cooperation between five permanent members of UN Security Council struggling for years. This means that they are the five members and they are called on again and again just for maintaining peace, and also cooperation between the governments of different countries. That's all I want to say, and I hope that the situation will be in control soon. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you. This project has been submitted to Bindu Ma'am, Principal, Goenka Public School. Thank you.